May 29th, 7 p.m. is a special day. I don't know if you were born at 7 p.m. It might have
I
been in
was
the morning.
not.
Okay.
I was born at
Well,
10:53 a.m.
oh, so that you're a morning person. Gotcha. That was the day the most wonderful, amazing person came into the world. Her name was Adelia, technically. And she graced us with her presence, and it has been great ever since. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Pulse. My name is Suge, and alongside me is the great, the amazing, the birthday girl herself, Adelia. How you doing today, Adelia? How's your day been? Happy birthday. What's been going
Thank
on
you.
today?
Absolutely nothing. I've done pretty much absolutely nothing today, and that is the whole point of what someone should do on their birthday. I watched some French Open tennis. I
Okay.
watched Novak Djokovic lose. That was very nice. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, I had planned a bunch of stuff. I
Yeah.
had all these things, and unfortunately, none of them none of them went through like it was supposed to. We had gifts for Adelia. We had all these things planned, and everything just went to crap. So we will do an unboxing of her birthday gifts once they get to her. Okay. Make sure when you order birthday gifts to look and check the dates of stuff because they lie. And I paid extra money for that stuff to be there today or yesterday actually, and it didn't come. So I'm very upset. But
Yeah.
we recorded an unboxing of what we got her for her birthday. I'm not gonna tell her what it is, technically, but she's gonna be very happy. Also, too, we had a lot of other stuff to. I'll play one of the videos. Unfortunately, nobody follows directions, or as far as I know, because we were supposed to have a whole thing for you, and I don't know if they sent anything to Ferris. But I do have one video. I have, so I'll play it. We'll play it toward the end of the show for you.
Okay.
So we'll do that. We're gonna talk about summer movies. We're gonna talk about I don't know what else. We a lot. You know,
Whatever the heck we feel like. This is
yeah,
more of a
whatever.
hangout show tonight than an actual episode of The Pulse.
Exactly. But I am glad you're having a great day. Did you go anything? You go anywhere for lunch, or do you eat anything? You eat your favorite food. What is your favorite food? What do you like eating for lunch?
I went out to dinner with my parents at
Okay.
3 in the afternoon because they're my parents. Um, to the Italian restaurant in town. We have one Italian restaurant in town. It's called Luigi's. It was very, very good today. So
What'd you have?
I had like this like collection of things that included manicotti, cheese ravioli, lasagna. It was very good.
That
And I
that's
got
amazing.
cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake's good. Cheesecake. Was it like cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, cherry cheesecake?
Strawberry cheesecake.
I'm a cherry cheesecake myself, but any kind of cheesecake is amazing. That sounds amazing. I haven't had really good Italian food in a while. Like Olive Garden doesn't count as Italian food. Davon is in the chat saying happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. I will say
Thank you,
this:
Davon.
Davon
Mm-hmm.
is on my Instagram, and Davon posts this video of this guy and he starts off the video with saying, "Let's make something out of nothing." And it's the most annoying thing because the guy makes like steak with shrimp, or he makes a pasta with shrimp, or he makes
Mm-hmm.
like just this incredible dish. I'm sorry to tell you, that is something. That's not nothing. You can Nothing is not shrimp, okay? And it irritates me. And Davon always posts that. So every time I think of food, I think of Davon, and then I get angry because he posts these Instagrams of this guy that says, "Let's make something out of nothing," and it's every time the guy makes something great. So I get angry.
Yeah. Let's see. We also have Tashana in the chat. She says she's back. Did you miss me because I missed you guys? And
Shout out
happy
to her.
birthday to me. Thank you,
Appreciate you.
Tashana. Tashana, if I'm not mistaken, you watched Stranger Things with us,
Yes, she
right?
did. Yes, they did. Yes, they watched Stranger Things with us when we did the watch along, which was very long and very. It's so hard to do watch along, like live watch alongs, because
Mm-hmm.
you can't put it on the screen. And
Yeah.
I'm not a, I like to focus. Like when we do our trailer reactions, I'm looking and I'm not even
Yeah, our
really
trailer
talking.
reactions are not very exciting, I have a feeling, because you and I are both focused on the trailer and then we talk about it. Some
Yeah,
people want
then
like
we.
those big bombastic reactions, and we just don't have those.
I don't want to talk during the trailer because if I miss something, I'm gonna get angry. Like we did the X-Men '97 season 2 trailer, and I
Mm-hmm.
went back and I watched a someone that broke down the Easter eggs, and we missed them. I we missed Ramatut, which is the Kane character that Jonathan Majors plays at the end of Quantumanium. He was in the trailer. I was like, where was he? There was some other thing they pointed out that they pointed out some other like X Factor stuff, some like deep dive. If you got to be a comic book person, kind of stuff. So I was like, how did I miss these things? So I like to focus when I watch trailers and or watch alongs and everything like that. So
Yeah.
if you do watch our trailers and you're like, well, these people just don't have no enthusiasm. No, it's because I'm paying attention and I'm trying to pay attention. Can't pay attention half the time, and I'm trying to watch
Yeah.
it. So but the watch alongs that we have done, they have been fun. The sports watch alongs are going to be a lot better once the NFL season starts. When we've done like the
Well, before
hockey,
before we got the NFL season,
we
we've got a
have
bunch of
World Cup.
World Cup
Yeah.
watch-alongs coming up this summer over on our sister channel, Good Friends Better Rivals.
Yes, and we're excited for that. It's going to be a lot of games. You've been covering that a lot on LBHT, talking about how crazy that's going. We were talking about it the other day. And I'm from California and live down the street from Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And all you were talking about all the things that's going on with that and the struggles that that's going to create with the World Cup, the Olympics in LA. You talked about the New York and how they're having issues with the World Cup, and I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna. I know we're not the sports channel, but I'm really gonna just say like maybe the United States shouldn't hold these big events. Like maybe other countries should because we just are never prepared. Like it's
Well,
always a thing.
one of the reasons why they pick the US to hold things like this is because a lot of the infrastructure is already here. We have the big stadiums we can do the games in. There's hotels nearby. They're not like they did with the last World Cup in Qatar where they basically built a city just to build a stadium
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So, the same thing with the Olympics because I know LA has the Olympics in 2028. A lot of the stuff is already there. They don't have to like build it. And so that's why we get a lot of these events. They just don't ever do the logistics of it all right. And then they price everybody that wants to go to these events out of it. The
yeah.
World Cup ticket prices are absurd.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are going that live here are going to some of the track and field stuff because I think a lot of LA is hosting that.
Hmm.
What was the? I know we're not on the sports channel. I apologize for bringing this up. What was the city? It may be Qatar, but it was a couple of years ago. I seen a thing about it where they built the soccer stadium, and now that soccer stadium is completely empty and just there's nothing. It's just there. They built it a couple. It was I want to say maybe the last World Cup or something.
Last
There
World
they
Cup in Qatar.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it was Qatar. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, and there's just nothing there, and there's like, or
Yeah,
the
like
stadium's there,
but
but
like this happens. This happens like they built a stadium basically in the middle of the Amazon jungle for the Brazil World Cup in 2014, and now it's just like being swallowed up by the jungle
that's the
because
one I
like
saw.
there's
That's
nothing
the one.
around it.
That's the one I saw because they showed
Yeah.
it, and it's just trees are growing onto it and everything like that. Like that is
Mhm.
wild. That
Yeah.
is wild. And we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on the sports channel. But
Yeah.
summer movies are coming out, Adelia, and I don't know. Would you consider? I think. Well, when do they consider a summer movie? Like, what is the cutoff? When is the beginning of the summer
For
movie kind
this,
of
I
thing?
always go with what Dan Merle said on his Charts with Dan show, which was it starts May 1st and it ends at the beginning of August.
Okay.
So we're in summer movie season right now, even though it's technically not summer.
Okay, because there's have you seen this I wanted to check and see when it came out. But this movie that's been kind of floating around, back over it on the. Okay, so it came out May 7th, so technically a summer movie. Have you seen the back rooms movie kind of thing, or have you heard about it?
I've heard about Backrooms. I haven't seen it. I want to say thank you to Brits Bites. Thank you very much for saying happy birthday. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. That movie looks interesting. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those like uh, you know makes you think kind of thing. I was watching like
Yeah.
a little thing on it, and they were talking about what the movie concept is about the space between spaces and
Mm-hmm.
how that operates and like things like that. And it was like so interesting. And this movie is getting a
Hey,
lot of rave.
Jeremy. Thank you.
Hi, Jeremy. This movie's getting a lot of rave, um, and rightfully so because I heard it's really good. Um,
I
and
believe that Justin and Brandy are going to go see that soon. So we may have a couples therapy review of it up on the channel soon.
there you go. Yeah, I mean, some people. It's so weird when you look at movie scores and you see like the audience score and it's like really high, and then like the critic score is
The
so
critic
low.
score is
Yeah,
terrible. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, were you being honest or dishonest? Like, I don't know. I hate that. But we got some summer movies coming out. One of them being Mortal Kombat 2, that came out. Like I said, the Backrooms is another one. Mortal Kombat 2 getting really good positive reviews from uh, the audience. Not so good from critics. Like I said, this is kind of weird.
I
Um,
mean, that's par for the course with a video game movie. Critics hate them for the most part, so.
Yeah. We have Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu, which I've heard some
I
good
saw
things about.
that.
Oh, you did see it? Yeah, that's right. You saw it with your
Yeah.
niece, your
I
nephew,
saw it with
your
my
nephew.
niece and nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did
I
you
took
enjoy
my
that?
I enjoyed it a lot. I felt a little bit like I was just watching like an extended episode of The Mandalorian, which is what I think kind of was always going to feel like because of the fact that this was a TV show first. And yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of cute Grogu stuff in it. My niece absolutely loved him. My 4-year-old nephew never sits still at movies and sat there and watched the whole movie. So I considered it was a successful outing with my niece and nephew, and I really did enjoy the movie. There are parts of it that are really really good. Um, you've got Jeremy Allen White in it as Rada the Hutt, who is Jabba the Hutt's son. So I don't know if you've seen the Clone Wars.
I know who Rada is. I'm not the biggest like Star Wars geek, but I know
Yeah.
who Rada is.
So he's like Rada's Jabba's baby son in the Clone Wars animated series. And now he's this big, grown-up Hutt in The Mandalorian and Grogu. So that was interesting. It was interesting hearing Jeremy Allen White's voice coming out of a Hutt. You know what I mean? He disguised it a little bit, but it was I enjoyed it a lot. I really did.
Okay.
There's a very cute part that I won't spoil where Grogu has to go rescue someone, and it's really cute. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I'll probably wait for it to come out. I wasn't really a like, oh my god, I need to go see this kind of thing, because I feel like
Oh yeah,
it's just an extended
Jeremy
version.
brings this up too, real quick. It's funny to me Martin Scorsese voiced a character in this, even though he's against Marvel. He did voice a character in this. He's a four-armed monkey who's like in a food truck cooking. It's very funny. So there you go.
Yeah, I feel like this is just the extended of the Mandalorian show, but they decided to put it in the movies, which is fine. I have no problem with it,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna
I
rush out to go look for it or go see it.
yeah, I can understand that. That was kind of my feelings before I actually went and saw it. I think if you enjoy The Mandalorian, you will like this. But I think the reason they did this as a movie is because they wanted to do this storyline with Rada the Hutt, and there's no way they could have done this Because Hirata is not the only hut in this movie, and there's no way they could have done this on a TV show budget.
Gotcha.
So,
Makes sense. One another movie that's getting a lot of rave and reviews. I know this is
hmm
not your type of movie. Obsession. That
I
has
have heard about this movie.
Yes, it has spawned a real big support of the actress ID ID Navari. No, you'll have to pronounce it for me because I'm
I'll look
yummy.
it up because I don't know who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
but um, she does a really good job. I've seen clips of this movie. And the memes have already came out, and if you look on TikTok, they're all over the place of this movie. And there's some funny one. It's like a really serious movie, but the memes are hilarious. But I've heard it's really dark, super dark. Like there's a lot of debate over it.
Okay, I would pronounce her name as Indy Navarette.
Okay, there you go. Yes, who people are discovering is a huge nerd. She loves anime. She talks about anime. She had a
Yeah,
crush on Optimus Prime, which is hilarious.
that's
And she
funny.
and then she used to stream on Twitch. She was a big Twitch streamer playing Call of Duty. So people are like really falling for her.
She was in Superman and Lois, according to what I'm looking at here,
Okay.
for 3 years, and she was in 13 Reasons Why, that Netflix show. So she's done some work. I've never heard of her until this movie, though.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of praise for this movie. Two movies that are going to be coming out on the same day. And let's do an
hmm
over under on these movies and see who's going to make more money. We have Masters of the Universe and Scary Movie. Scary Movie returning back to the big screen with the Wayne's brothers doing it. If you watch, I love the original Scary Movie movies. They were freaking hilarious. Did you never watch them? No, or you didn't like them?
I've never watched them.
They're hilarious. Did you ever see Scream, or you never watched that?
I have seen Scream, the original Scream,
Okay.
but only like the first 20 minutes of it. And then I was like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
That movie changed. Like we grew up at the same era. That movie changed because it
It
felt so
did.
real. Like it
Yeah.
felt so real, and then like afterwards, people were copycatting it and like actually
hmm
doing crazy stuff with people. But it was a parody of that movie, and when they did the first one, and if you're in the chat, let me know. Scary Movie 2 or Scary Movie 1. One is really good because it's the parody of the horror tropes. But Scary
hmm
Movie 2 has some like really like funny moments, and like it's hilarious. Like there's some good stuff in Scary Movie 2. So I actually like Scary Movie 2 better. Um, and so it's gonna be interesting. And then after they did that, I guess the studios kind of took over and kind of I think took out the Brady brothers, the Wayne's brothers. I don't know why I wanted to say Wayne Brady, the Wayne's brothers out of it, and they put like Charlie Sheen in it and like some other people, and it didn't do as well. So Scary Movie 1, I don't care for 2 as much, but I enjoy 3. Okay, okay. Jeremy Miller, shout out to Jeremy Miller. Um, Outside of that, let's see. We have Toy Story 5 coming out. We have Supergirl. Are you excited for any of those?
Toy Story 5 should not exist. Toy Stories 1 through 3 is a perfect trilogy. I've never seen 4, and I never will, and I'm not going to see 5 either. I kind of think that 5 looks like it's cute, though, because this time the enemy is technology and not just a plastic fork with some googly eyes. Not that I think Forky, I think they called him in in Toy Story 4, was the actual enemy, but it's a plastic fork with two eyes. Like, what are we doing here? Um, this 5 looks better to me than 4 did, is what I'll say. But yeah, not interested,
Not so.
really.
What about Supergirl?
Supergirl, I'm not a big fan of DC characters, so not really looking forward to it. But I might, I might check it out. It's just I I'm so uninterested by so many of those characters because I'm not into the like overpowered like alien thing, and that's what they are. So
I have liked the character of Supergirl,
hmm
and I
I
would
will say
agree.
it looks better than the Superman movie did to me.
I will say that I disagree with you. I didn't care for the Superman movie either, so it's not like I'm
hmm
like, oh, Superman. I just don't like the direction they're going in. The
hmm
emo teenage get drunk, like it doesn't make sense with that with the Supergirl.
Yeah, like I
It
didn't
does,
understand. Yeah,
and then you watch the trailer and it's Crypto gets hurt, so she's on a revenge
the
path for
dog,
yeah
the dog.
revenge path for a dog. Like didn't we just do that with John Wick? So like it doesn't make sense. But this is the direction James Gunn is going, and okay. But I
I'll
just
say that I think that it looks better than Superman because I saw all the commercials and all the trailers and everything for Superman. I just thought it looked boring. This one at least looks a little fun.
it the Superman looked predictable to me. Like you knew when you saw the guy in black that you were like, that's all. That's Ultimate Man, which is another version of Superman. Like you knew, you're like, okay, that's who that is. Um, I did. I didn't really care for like since Man of Steel. I really haven't cared about Superman. Like Man of Steel was a good movie, and when they were they announced Batman and Superman and they were doing all this stuff. We thought we were gonna get this really Justice League. We thought we were gonna really get you know good stories and everything. And I think they're just fans are upset because they should have waited and developed all of that and they didn't. They rushed because they
Yeah.
were such a trying to competition with Marvel that it screwed it all up. And now we're in the play like you remember when Shazam came out or not Shazam, Black Adam. And
Yeah.
even though actually in Shazam too, they had Superman, but his face wasn't there. Then in Black Adam, you had Henry Cavill come out as Superman, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Even though Black Adam wasn't a
I
great
liked Henry
movie,
Cavill as Superman.
yeah, I
Um,
did. I loved him.
of the modern Supermen, so not Christopher Reeve. He's the best.
You know, like Brandon Roth.
No.
So it's weird because that was a direct sequel to Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Yeah, but you can't do that when they did that in the early 2000s. Like it
Yeah.
just doesn't fit anymore. He's too much of a boy scout.
Well, no, but the Brandon Roth, like that's what a lot of
Yeah.
people had an issue with was because that was a direct sequel.
Mhm.
It was the same character. You know how Man of Steel is, that's different from the other
Yeah.
Supermans. This was like a direct, you know,
Mhm.
sequel, and that's why a lot of people didn't like Brandon Routh. Now, when he did the shows and he came back, and came back as Superman, people actually did like it because they always have this weird nostalgia thing. Like we've seen it with was who did Dark Vader? I can't think of his name right now. Hayden Christensen.
And
You know,
yeah.
they hated him as Anakin. He came back
Mhm.
later, and now people love him, and everyone's like, "Oh, it wasn't maybe that bad." And they kind of did that with Brandon Roth. Um, I like Henry Cavill. The Brandon Roth, Brandon, I hope I'm saying his name right. Superman was okay. Um, Outside of that, I haven't really cared about Superman. I haven't really cared about Batman. I thought they were gonna do some cool stuff with the Flash, and they messed that movie up. And James Gunn's kind of trying to do a hard reset, but I don't think you're ever gonna be able to recover because I think you have to do a hard reset if you want to
Yeah.
get the story and everything right. And so I think you're just trying. You're almost doing what people are accusing of Marvel is doing right now with some of the shows and some of the movies that they're producing, where they're just trying to throw something and make it stick to the wall with these Supergirl and things like that. Like I'm not interested. And you could say, well, oh, you just don't like whatever. I'm just not interested. It doesn't look interesting to me. Like you could have you had a whole story arc where Supergirl gets basically brainwashed by Darkseid. You could have went that direction. You could have went, her learning that she's got these powers and discovering herself. Why are we going with Supergirl being a drunk and then getting mad because her dog gets
Yeah.
hurt? Like I don't care. So don't really care about that. But we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I will say that this whole James Gunn DCU, um, nothing they've put out is anything that looks good to me.
Yeah.
And I know that like it's just Superman, and I tried to watch an episode of Creature Commandos, didn't like that. Like I just don't like the vibe of the DCU right now. I could at least watch the DCEU and like laugh at the stupidity of it all, but this is just looks boring as hell to me.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Um, Something from our past coming out, June 26th. Jackass, the best and last. Were you a Jackass fan, Adelia?
What do you think, Shug?
I think you watched it a lot, and you probably tried to. No,
No,
uh, Jackass was for
no,
dummies like me. I never tried any of that stuff because I didn't want to get killed. But
that's good.
yeah, that was it, and the fact that they're all still going is crazy. The
Yeah,
fact that they're still doing
yeah.
these is wild. We got Minions and Monsters coming out. Moana is coming out.
The Rock looks so bad in that wig. Is all I will say about Moana.
Yeah,
I like Moana. I like the
the
animated
movie's
Moana.
great. Yeah,
I don't know why Disney still has to make a live action version of every
and then
single one of
they
their
got
animated
and
movies.
they've gotten so much pushback on all the movies that they've done. Lilo and Stitch, all these movies. Little Mermaid. God, don't even go into that one. All these movies are
I
just
still say that the best Disney live action one version of an animated film that they've done is Cinderella, and that was the first one they did. It's all gone downhill since then.
yeah, it really has. Um, we have the Odyssey, featuring Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Hathaway is by Christopher Nolan. Is that also the one that they're having a big controversy with? Uh, um, Lapita.
Lupita Nyong'o,
Yeah, is
because
that the?
she's Helen of Troy in it, I think. Yeah.
I I think that is this the movie?
Yes, that's the movie. Yeah. I believe she's playing Helen of Troy. Let me double check
Yep,
that.
she
But
is. Yep, yep. Yeah,
yeah. So
Matt
everybody's
Damon.
just like, so everybody's getting like angry. I shouldn't say everybody. The racists are getting like angry that a black woman is playing Helen of Troy.
This is an all-star lineup, to be honest with you. Matt Damon, Tom Holland,
It
Anne
is.
Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya, Charles Charles and okay, I can't say her name right now. I apologize. Elliot Page, John Berthel, um, yeah, a lot of this is a all-star.
Charlize Theron. Is that whose name you were
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say?
Charisse, yes. Thank you. Really all star lineup with this movie, and a lot of people are
Yeah.
very angry about it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this movie. Even though I generally don't like Christopher Nolan movies, Ludwig Göransson's doing the score for it, which means the score is going to be amazing. He's my current favorite young up and coming composer. Not one of the like 80-year-olds that are still working doing movies. Um, Not that you have to be a certain age to understand how to compose a film, because I don't think you do. But I like the different like techniques and stuff that Ludwig uses in some of his stuff, because his stuff sounds unique and interesting. Whereas you can other years, like when he's not nominated for the best score Oscar, and it's just a bunch of old white dudes. I can listen to all those scores and then like forget them 10 minutes later, but like Ludwig's stuff stays with me. So he's my favorite composer, basically.
I'm looking at like summer movies that are coming on. Some of these like synopsis are funny. This is a
Yeah.
movie directed by Jonah Hill called Cut Off. It says follow two rich siblings who are cut off from their parents. I want your sex. Elliot lands a job for Erica Tracy as her sexual muse. That doesn't sound like a movie. That sounds like something
No, that
else.
doesn't sound like a movie.
July 31st, I Want Your Sex. What else comes out on July 31st is Spider-Man Brand New Day.
That one I'm very much looking forward to.
There's a lot of things coming out about it. You and me have been doing trailer reactions for a lot of stuff, and
Hmm.
we're like, where's the Doomsday? Where's the Doomsday? Where's the Doomsday? I'm assuming that we're getting a Doomsday trailer after this movie because something happens correlated to Doomsday.
Yeah, when we didn't get the Doomsday trailer with Mandalorian and Grogu, that became my next thing. Was like they're either going to release it so it comes out with Spider-Man, or something happens in Spider-Man that has to happen before they can show us the trailer.
Yeah, and well, obviously because people can't keep things to themselves, we'll have, we're going into June, we're a month away. They're probably premiering all that stuff maybe in the middle of July, so we'll start. I mean, I've seen already that they've test screening it, and a lot of people are upset about the ending. They said the movie is basically a 9.5 out of 10, and is one of the greatest action scenes ever in Marvel
But they
history.
don't like the ending.
But something's wrong with the ending. But if the ending is something wrong, and you're still giving it a 9.5, that means not that they didn't like the ending. It's very unexpected. This feels
Hmm.
almost like a Infinity War ending,
Yeah.
kind of situation. So we'll definitely see. I'm really gonna try to avoid spoilers. We have Super Troopers 3. I don't know if you're a Super Troopers fan. That is
Never
coming
seen
out.
one.
Broken Lizard. Shout out to Broken Lizard. The Ice Cream Man. Descend into madness when an ice cream man serves kids sweet delights with horrifying results.
No, thank you.
You not down for that? We got Paw Patrol,
Because
the Dino movie.
that's the kind. Well, hang on. No, the ice cream man thing is the kind of movie that would make me scared out of my mind and make me never eat ice cream again. And I'm sorry, but like I love ice cream too much for that.
Facts. There's a show. I don't know what the show's called, but there's a clip of it that runs around, and basically there's an ice cream man and there's a girl, but she's the devil. That's taken over hell now, and the ice cream man
Hmm.
is she comes to collect his soul, and he goes no. He kidnaps one of the kids, kills the kid, so that way it gives him an innocent soul, you know.
Oh
And
my
so the
god.
yeah, but the new devil punishes him for that, and there's just crazy like scene of how she punishes him, and I'm like, where do people come up with these concepts? Because he's like a normal ice cream man, and then he's like, he's a weirdo. So it's like, wow, this
Mhm.
is crazy. Paw Patrol, the Dino movie's coming out this summer, August 14th.
I have no desire to see that, but my 4-year-old nephew will probably see that.
This sounds like a movie that like it would explain like a weekend if we all hung out together, like LGRN,
Hmm.
spa weekend. Three friends go on a spa weekend that descend into chaos when their train wreck friend joins, leading to hilarious consequences. This sounds like all of us
Probably
that hang
that
out.
that sounds like an LGRN group meetup. Yeah.
Um,
Which one
I
of us is the train wreck friend, though, Shug?
oh me, 100% me,
You?
100%.
Okay. I can go along with that.
They're remaking Cliffhanger. I did not know this.
I don't even know what Cliffhanger is.
You don't remember Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone?
No.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a Sylvester Stallone movie in my life. The only movie I've ever seen with him in it is his cameo in Guardians.
Wow, we should do a whole Sylvester Stallone thing with you.
No, no, thank you. Hi, Brodney. How are you?
Yeah, remaking Cliffhanger, which is, if I'm remembering correct, Cliffhanger is the Sylvester Stallone movie. Interesting.
Thank you, Brodney.
Shout out to Bronny saying happy birthday. And then She's the He. Before graduation, Ethan and Alex posed as trans women in their last ditch effort to quote I can't pronounce it. Gay rumors. It's all a joke until Ethan realizes she really is trans. The two must reckon with their changing friendship, coming out, and coming of age story. Interesting.
It could be depending on how it's done, either interesting or a train wreck.
that doesn't have a release date, but yeah, those are some of the summer movies that are coming out. Which one are you looking most forward to?
I think the one that I'm most looking forward to is obviously Spider-Man. The Odyssey's probably second. I am weirdly looking forward to Masters of the Universe though,
I'm so excited for that.
because I just want this movie to do well enough that they make another one and involve She-Ra.
I'm assuming
She-Ra was my.
I think we're gonna get a Shira cameo in this movie or some kind of
I would
reference.
hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope so. But She-Ra was. I was a big fan of She-Ra when I was a kid.
yeah.
So I just want a live action She-Ra that makes sense.
From everything I've seen, the only criticism that I've seen of this movie that people are saying is, and even then, it's not as bad because I thought people were gonna complain more. Is that they
Mm-hmm.
wish that Skeletor would have. If you ever do you ever see the memes of Skeletor or like the old '90s cartoon where his voice is like really high pitched, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
that, and he makes it's like really funny. They wish he would have had that voice, which doesn't make any sense because it's like this is live action. Like, why would you put his
Yeah.
voice like that? Um, a lot of people were like upset because it was Jared Leto, but now kind of people are kind of on board with the voice and like they're like, okay, it's not that bad. So I hope it does good too because I love He Man. I've always been a big He Man fan. Used to watch the Golden Book cartoon. I had it on VHS where um, the book, but they put it on screen, but it looked like a book. Like so, it wasn't actually moving. They just showed pages of the book. I don't think
Yeah,
that would
that's
work in
cool.
a live action. Yeah, I don't think it would. It'd be funny, but I don't think
Yeah.
it would work in live action. So, um, everything I've seen, it looks great. I'm hoping we get some surprises. Shira, maybe. They show Fisto, which is a odd name to have. They show Long Neck. I think his name is Extendo Neck. I don't remember if it's Long Neck or Extendo Neck. They showed Trap Jaw, who looks amazing. Beastmaster. They showed who else? Man at Arms. Obviously, people are upset that it's Idris Elba and not a white guy, but it doesn't bother me one
Who
bit.
cares?
And I like everything about it. So I am actually gonna go see that movie in theaters because and they did a real cool promo where they had Dolph Lundgren, who was He Man in Masters of the Universe, grab the sword and then hand it to the new actor that is He Man.
Oh,
And did
Nicholas
you?
Galitzstein.
Yeah. And did you know? I got to look up the movie what movie it was, but the company that did Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren actually greenlit the part two, Masters of the Universe 2. The script was written and everything, and they were gonna film it. They had location, they had costumes, they had everything. But the company that made Masters of the Universe went out of business. So they had this script, they had a director and everything like that, and the studio was like, "Hey, we're
And
not doing Masters of the Universe anymore." So the director was like, "Okay, no problem. I'll make another movie, and we'll just use everything from what we had in this
mm-hmm.
movie." And that movie ended up being Jean Claude Van Damme's, and I'm looking for the title of the movie. Um, it's not popping up. Let me just um the canceled sequel. A direct sequel to the 19 film was originally planned to film back to back with a Spider-Man movie. However, due to severe financial difficulty of Canon Films, the production was canceled shortly before the movie. Um,
Cyborg. The movie he redid it into was
Cyborg,
Cyborg.
yes, there you go. Thank you. It was Cyborg. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So, I'm excited for Masters of the Universe. I would say Spider-Man obviously is the number one because I want to see how it ties into Doomsday. Because we have again, all we have gotten was the chair shots. We gotten the four trailers. If you like to see those reactions, check them out with me and Adelia talking about those. The X Men, the Sherry is Black Panther with the Fantastic Four. uh, Thor, and Captain America. And the Russo brothers have said the story of the movie are in those four trailers. So we gotta really do a deep
We'll see.
dive.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. Because there's not much to go on in those
there
trailers.
really isn't. I mean, I think the X-Men one has the most, but outside
Yeah.
of that, like, there's not much.
Mm-hmm.
They did show a trailer of Doomsday at, was it CinemaCon or
CinemaCon.
yeah, at CinemaCon a lot of and people, the memes have come out. They go, how many other people were watching it and nobody has any video footage of the trailer. People have described it, but there's no video.
Yeah.
So if they're keeping it this under lock and key, I'm very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say also, I would say, oh, we forgot the Devil Wears Prada. Oh, that already came out, I believe.
That already came out.
Yeah. I would say I'm interested in Scary Movie, and if they go back to the comedy that was in the original Scary Movie. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope that because if they just obviously made it just to make money, then it's like it's not really funny, or also could kind of get away with a lot of jokes that we're getting away with back then. You know, are they gonna get
Yeah.
away with those same jokes? We don't know. Um, yeah. So summer movie. Um, who do you think is gonna lead the summer? I don't know what you call it, but whoever makes the most money. Give me your top three.
Spider-Man, Odyssey, and I don't know after that. It's not going to be Mandalorian and Grogu. That only had a $98 million opening weekend. People are just not excited about that movie, and I can understand that because the last season of The Mandalorian wasn't great. And then it's been 3 years, I think, since that last season of The Mandalorian. And I don't think the marketing was very good for this movie. So there's that. It might be Masters of the Universe. It might be something
Yeah, we just don't.
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I might go Odyssey, Spider Man, and then
Oh, I didn't say those
Master.
in any particular order.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just was naming
I think
three.
I think Odyssey's gonna make a lot of money because that's just a
I think
star-studded cast.
Odyssey will make a lot of money. I think Spider Man's going to make a lot of money. I don't know what else that you listed off in the course of the show is going to make that much money.
Yeah, have we been? Let me ask you: have we been lacking summer movies? Like, when's the last time you're like, man, every weekend there's a good movie coming out, or like an exciting movie? Like,
It's
there's
been a
no.
while. I mean,
Yeah.
we last year, like, we were still rebounding from the strike. Oh, Disclosure Day. Yeah, it might be Disclosure Day. Disclosure Day. Brodney brings up Disclosure Day. That one might be a pretty big movie too. Have you seen the trailers for that, Shug?
No, I have not. I'm looking for it. Okay, there it is. Oh, my eye is itching. Um,
Mm.
if you found out you weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? Okay. Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg,
it's
Emily
the
Blunt, Josh O'Connor.
yeah. I don't know if you remember during the Super Bowl, but there was that trailer for the Emily Blunt movie where she's like a weather person, and in the middle of her doing the weather forecast, she just starts speaking in like clicks.
No, I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yeah. Jeremy's got a good point here too. Toy Story 5 might be number one. It's projecting $150 million opening weekend. That'll definitely be the big like kids movie of the summer. That will also like adults love the Toy Story franchise too. So that'll be a big one too. I'd probably be my third one actually, because I don't know. Disclosure Day I think will be a big one. I'm interested in that. It looks interesting. Because I remember that first trailer, and I remember her just start speaking in like clicks, and then like another part of the trailer is another woman watching video of her doing that, and a guy sitting across from her saying, "Can you understand her?" And she's like, "No," and he goes, "I can." It looks very interesting actually. So
Okay, I'm gonna have to check out that trailer. I did not see that. Um, Yeah, I think Spider Man's probably gonna do really good. I think Toy Story, yeah, for the nostalgia, like Jeremy said, a lot of people are gonna go see it. But I think people, there's a lot of people like you that just don't really know why they made another one, and so they're kind of like, you know,
I just think some things need to be left at trilogies, especially when that trilogy is perfect. 'Cause Toy Story to me is a perfect trilogy. Mm, we got some guests. Hang on. Let's take this and change it to that. And then let's change this to this. What's up, Justin?
What's up? I came because Suge paid me to come in and uh, yeah, sing. Here we go, guys. You ready? You ready,
Oh,
Suge?
God.
I stay ready. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Adelia. Happy birthday to
Thank you, Justin.
you. Man,
I expected
we
him to
should have
do
had we should have had an influx of like women joining the stream at that point
Why?
because of my succulent singing. Why not? What do you think?
Okay. Rodney says velvety. 10 out of 10. Would listen again.
Here we go. Happy birthday,
That was not an
Miss
imitation of you. Sing it
Adelia.
again.
That was what the crowd wanted.
Yeah, but it's my birthday.
From outside the window, I could hear ham bone, ham bone. It was like the crowd was getting into it out in the streets.
How you doing, Justin? How was the circus?
Circusy. I was a little disappointed, to be honest with you. Brandy had a good time. No animals, man. They don't do animals anymore.
Well, yeah,
That
because the animal activists.
Yeah, I wanted to see like a tiger, like attack somebody or something. That didn't happen. And then they didn't even do clowns, right? Like there was people acting silly, but they wasn't like clowns. They were just
people
acting
are
silly,
people are scared of them.
bruh. It's got to stop, man. I like
Hey,
the clowns.
Where is Brandy?
Outside, still talking to her nephews.
Mm,
We just literally got home. I saw that y'all were live. I didn't know how long y'all were going. I wanted to come in here and say happy birthday, but I sang it. Obviously,
yes.
Big Daddy B over there, he was hyped up. He was ready for it.
what do you think about the summer movies coming out, Justin? Do you have any that you're looking forward to? I know. Did you go see Mandalorian?
I went and saw Mandalorian Grogu. I think it's somewhere in between. I'm like at a 6.5, 7. Like it was like an enjoyable movie. I didn't like feel like disappointed that I went and like saw it or spent time to go see it. It's not like a huge like tentpole movie or whatever. Uh, Discourse online is like if you're too positive about it or too negative about it, I think both the sides are wrong on that. I just think it's somewhere in the middle.
I described it as an extended episode of The Mandalorian because that's what it felt like to me. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's not great. It's not awful. There's some cute parts with Grogu. There's fun parts of the movie. But yeah, it's not the best Star Wars movie. It's definitely not the worst Star Wars movie.
no, yeah, I totally agree. It's somewhere like there in the middle, which is fine. I think the problem is like when you have a 7 year absence or whatever, and you come back with a movie like that, probably not the best thing to try to do. You kind of want to come out with like a big, huge movie, and then like this would be a perfect movie. So, like for instance, let's say the timeline was a little different, and we were still doing the sequel trilogy, even though some people don't like some of those movies. But at the time,
Mm-hmm.
you hadn't seen them yet, right? You didn't know you didn't like them. So, like for instance, like if we would have had Force Awakens come out, people was excited, and we already had this show going for just a little bit, and then like we see this movie like somewhere in between like the next big movie. I think this movie's perfectly fine. people's jumping on the train, they would have probably went and seen it even if they wouldn't have. But like the thing is, it's like 7 year absence, and then you come back with that style of a movie, like you said, that felt like in some cases like an extra thing. Which is there's Brandy right there, by the way.
Hi,
I gotta
Brandy.
go feed mom, but happy birthday. I'll be back.
Thank you. Okay.
I can't hear you but I can read your mouth.
Shut the door. But yeah, like I just felt like if it was in between like bigger movies, it would be something kind of cool that would have been in between to like whet your appetite while you're waiting for the next big movie. If you see what I'm saying. So, but like I said, it's not bad. I think some of the hate that it's getting like from some people is too much, and I think some of the super love where it's like can't do no wrong is too much as well. Like I just think this falls somewhere like in the middle. And it's fine to have things like that. Like it's not every movie you're going to go see is the greatest movie of all time. It's not going to happen no matter what you go see, no matter what genre it is.
Yeah. Welcome back, Suge.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I had to go check up on my.
But the answer to Suge's like initial question on this about like excitement, that is kind of the problem that's been happening for like I'd say for me last year and this year. There has been like so last year I went and saw the movie Weapons, like, and that excited me after I seen it. I wasn't excited for it before I went and seen it. I was like, okay, cool. I want to go see this movie. The director had did Barbarian. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go see this movie because of that. But then, but I wasn't excited going into it. I was excited after it because of how good it was. It was my favorite movie of the year last year. Same thing with this year. There's not really anything I'm super excited for just because like things have started going downhill on some of the IPs, like with the Doomsday coming out, like, that could be a super great movie, and I'm walking out of the theater smiling from ear to ear, like fist pumping and everything else. But I'm not fist pumping going into the theater. When we went and saw Mortal Kombat, it was like, okay, I know this is going to be cheesy or whatever. I went and had fun with that movie, but I wasn't excited for it. Probably going to go see He-Man coming up. I think we already got tickets for that. It's kind of the same thing. I'm not excited for it, but I want to see it. Like, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There just hasn't been that excitement, and I think that even though we're having Spider-Man coming out, we're not. I'm excited for it. I want to go see it. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement and everything like that. But like, when's the last time like you've been like, yeah, this is the movie I want. Like it hasn't. Like this is the movie everyone's gonna go see. Like it hasn't. Like even with like Spider-Man, people are like divided because there's people that just want to hate on what was that?
That is
Good Lord, somebody's having an issue.
Yeah.
I just it's just I don't know. I think there's just a lot that I just look at and I just go, man, like we're not, there's just nothing there. So hopefully that change. I want to see some original stuff, like original stories or something like that. That would be nice. Because like you said, like even with like the live action stuff, like can we just get like original stories or a new story or something like that? Like I just don't want I don't want the same old rehash stuff. And that's how it feels right now. It's just we're rehashing the same old thing. So I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, I'm kind of over everything being a remake or a reboot or a reimagining or whatever. Just like give me a different story.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a different story either, though. It could be like, I'm okay with like a reboot if it's something that's been out for like 30 years, or it's a story that's been out there forever and somebody wants to do it. The problem is though, is it seems like they do those things like way too often. They want to reboot something only after a few years sometimes, or they wait too long to do a sequel or something like that. It's like, okay, come on. Or it's like a moneymaker. And it's like, we got to push as many movies of those out as we can, as fast as we can. It's like with John Wick. I loved like the first few John Wick movies, but they started going downhill because they kept like making them and it was the same thing every time. I knew what to expect every time I went into the movie theaters by the third, fourth, and fifth movie or whatever. So, and then it's like spinoffs on everything too, right? It's like just because this movie was kind of popular and maybe this character was kind of cool, it's like, oh, we got to do a spinoff. And that's one thing I will say with a couple of movies. Me and Brandy's been doing that thing where we don't even know what movie we're going to go watch a few times. Now some of the bigger movies are coming out because it's summer, so we haven't done those the last few weeks. But it was kind of cool going to see those movies because like 2 out of the 3 I like really enjoyed, and they were like original style stories. And because we didn't even know what we were going to watch because it was the screen unseen thing that AMC does, that actually has been kind of cool because it's a cheaper ticket and you're watching, you're almost forced to watch original style films. And I also will be going to see Backroom this weekend as well.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Have you seen Obsession
Bro,
or?
I want to see Obsession so bad, but because of the timing with the movies, it's a scary movie, so it's a little more difficult to get Brandy to go out to that. But we went and watched like the Mortal Kombat and stuff, so there has been things we've been going to go see. But
Mm,
I actually have been wanting to watch Obsession. I want to try to catch it before leaves the theaters. It's actually doing very well in the theaters, and I
yeah.
think it had like an absurd like low amount of a budget.
Oh yeah,
Like
I think it was only like $11 million budget, and it's made like 95 million.
Mhm.
So that's crazy. Like that, if I'm correct, that's crazy. Yeah. Outside of the movies we've talked about, like I'm not really excited about anything. Um, I just hope they come up with some decent stuff. What are your thoughts about Supergirl and the whole DC? I don't know if I remember if you're a big DC fan or not, Justin. But like, what is your
Not
thoughts?
as much as Marvel fan, like overall, but the problem with that to me is because of like the new ownership thing that's going on. We don't even know now if this part of the DCU are they going to keep James Gunn or they're going to kick him out whenever the merger goes 100% through. That does take a little bit of time to happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this going to still keep going? I was kind of in the middle with the new Superman. I didn't hate the new Superman. There was a couple of things I didn't like that was in there, like what they did with his parents and stuff like that. Um, but I didn't like hate the movie. I didn't think like, oh, this movie is complete garbage. I thought it had some like cool moments and cool scenes. I thought the Corn Sweat, the guy they got to do the Superman, I think he like acts the part. I think he looks the part. Like if you didn't like the movie, I still think you could say, oh, he's a decent enough Superman if maybe we put him in a better story or something like that.
Yeah.
Because some people just didn't like the story, period. But like I wasn't one of those. I didn't like hate the story. I didn't think it was super great, but I didn't think it was bad either. That's some of the problems, like what we just talked about being excited. It's hard to be excited for when you walk out of the movie theaters a lot and you're not like pissed off, you don't want your money back. You're just happy enough, right? You're just above that, like, hey, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like super great. And there are a bunch of those in a row, a bunch of those in a row, uh, get you to be like, ah, man. And that kind of hurts. It hurts the excitement for all the stuff. Like I said earlier, Weapons was something I was excited for when I walked out of the theaters
Yeah.
because I thought that movie was so great.
You know what, Justin, I agree with you, and I think we have to kind of blame Marvel because like every movie we went to see, we got a after credit scene, and that got us hyped for the next movie. You know, when you remember what was the first one? It might have been Captain America: First Soldier, where they show Captain America hitting the punching bag at the end, and then Nick Fury
Yeah.
walking in on him, and you're like, oh, we can't wait for the next movie. And then we started just getting all these movies. Then we got the Avengers, and oh, we see Thanos, and oh man, then we see Thanos grab the glove. I'll do it myself, and like. I think Marvel has kind of ruined it for us because it's like we got excited for every movie after that. Like, and even though the movies haven't been great, we still are in anticipation of the next movie. Like, oh, okay, end of Eternals. We saw Thanos' brother. We heard Blade talking to the guy about the ebony sword. So like we get excited still, even though the movies haven't been great. At the end of the Marvels, we got X-Men, we got Beast, and we got Monica Rambeau in the X-Men universe of the Fox universe. So we're like excited, and with other movies now, we just don't get that because nobody makes those movies like that. Like they don't make the movie for that reason, like Marvel does, and so we're like kind of like are like, oh, that's it. So I think it's like it's a issue with ourselves, but also with how we've been kind of shown movies for the last however many, like what, 12 years. When did the
I
original Iron Man come out?
2008.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Say 18 years
right.
ago. Christ.
Yeah, well, the thing is too is like I think over time, especially with something like Marvel properties, superhero movies, even like Star Wars and stuff like that, I think too many people start trying to write for like the spectacle. Like they put things in the movie on like you're always going to kind of do this, but it's almost like the focus is on those things. Used to be you wrote it as the best story that you possibly can, you put it together, and then you added the spectacle things, right? But the story was really good that led up to those big moments, and it's almost like they got almost lazy. It's like, well, if we have the big moments, people will be like super happy, but it's like, nah, man, because now we've seen all that action stuff again. When we first was watching like the first Iron Man or even like the first Spider-Mans that came out before the MCU started kicking off, it was really cool because that was all kinds of new things that we saw. It was all new and brand new. And it's, oh, crap, look what they can do. Look at Dr. Octopus and all this stuff and like what's going on and the fight with the train and everything else going on. Like that stuff was super awesome, but we've seen that. And now you can't rely on those things. You can't rely on the big set pieces to carry your movie anymore, because now you have to have the good story. And the thing about it is back then, even though they had those super cool moments, they still relied on the story more. And that's the thing that I'm finding disappointing right now is it's like, man, where did all the great writers go? Where did all these people that we were watching these movies, and even if it was technically a superhero movie, like it could still have a cohesive, like good story to tell. And now you're having to go to smaller movies because that's literally all they have is the story, right? And it seems like those movies are doing better in that aspect. And with the big tentpole movies, it's like, bro, like, did we waste all the writers? Are they gone? Did the writer strike do something where, like, we're not just getting the same kind of quality of writing for some whatever reason it is? Is it new writers hitting the scene that just need experience? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Um, I mean, that's a really good talk on the summer movie stuff. Like, that could be a discussion for another day. Just talking about how, like you said, lackluster movies have been for us. Like, again, I can't really think back on a movie that outside of a Marvel movie that I was super excited for. Like Master Universe, I'm excited for, but that's even though it's not a Marvel movie, it's in the same genre. Like, I think like the I can't again. Like it's hard for me to think of a movie that I was like, yeah, I'm excited for it. And it not be a Marvel movie. So I just want to, like you said, I want to see original stuff and like the back rooms, Obsession. Like these, I think this is why these movies are drawing so much praise is because they're original stuff, and you can have a discussion about it. And like the back rooms is really interesting because if you know what that like you would think what's the back rooms, okay? There's like a deep dive that people go into about the space between space and like
Mm-hmm.
all these things. So I like that. I like stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting. Rodney says writers didn't go anywhere. Studios are just super uh,
Conservative.
conservative with big budget movies. Okay.
I don't know because
True.
I actually think that's kind of the opposite because like I do think that movies are trying to cut down costs finally now, but there for a while for like the last like 3 or 4 years, it seemed like everything had like a $400 million budget and they almost had to make $1 billion to even break even. So I would say they wasn't conservative, and now I think they're trying to be. Like you just said, Obsession's $11 million. It's making all kinds of money profit wise. It's making more money than movies that you see that almost make $1 billion because of how much money they spent to make the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I do. I like your sweater. Winnie the Pooh.
Thank you.
Who's your favorite Winnie
Now,
the Pooh character?
Eeyore.
now we'll say Brodney over here, he may be talking about this. So we might be talking about two different things. I'm talking about how high the budgets was, but maybe he's talking about like I do find, and maybe this is where he's coming from, is too many people being too conservative on the fact of like ideas, right? It's like we can't take chances and stuff. Like we're too afraid that we're gonna like hurt someone's feelings sometimes. And it's like I've always said, like to have a great story, like if you're gonna have especially if it's good versus bad, the bad has to be evil. The bad has to be bad for a reason. You can't like keep throwing these gray characters in there where the bad guy might be misunderstood every time and all this stuff. Sometimes you just have to have an evil bastard out there that the good guys can go kick.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Give me a bastard. Give me a guy
yeah,
that doesn't really care. And I think you're right. Brandy says, yeah, I mean conservative with the story. Yeah, I just think story wise, we're just not getting.
yeah.
Uh,
That's what I
we're
thought it
not
was.
we're not getting the stories that that we that we want, and it's frustrating.
So it's like what he just said with being conservative with the story there is a perfect example of the John Wick stuff, right? Even though that first movie has a very simple story, it's a very well told, put together, simple story. And you can do those and have a simple story and it still be super great movie and still be told super well, right? But the thing was, is they instead of they had that formula, you know, because his wife is she dies from like some kind of disease or something like that, and then his dog gets killed by these people. Like people can get behind that super simple concept or whatever, but like as the movies went on, it was just like, oh, we just got to have more people trying to kill him so he can kill a bunch of people in the film and look cool. And that's one of the things. It's like you can still be creative in that John Wick universe. I thought the first couple of movies did that, and then it just kind of like strayed away, and it was just like, well, we're just gonna have super cool action moments in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. Um, trying to trying to think.
Jeremy says it's the year of the YouTuber original movies, most of them horror with a small budget making a profit.
Did you
Like we had Chris Stuckman's movie,
Yep.
the Markiplier's movie.
Markiplier's movie did really well.
Mhm.
did you hear somebody? Did you hear that somebody was talking about? I think it's the back rooms. They were saying that it's an unknown director, and then someone accused the studio of saying, "No, that guy didn't direct it. You guys paid a really good, or you got a real director, and that guy you're just putting his name out there as the director." And it's like, really, like really, you think a studio's going to do all
Well,
that?
let's just say that did happen, right? Who cares? Because what do you think every time they put a producer's name on something? It's like they don't even see the set sometimes. It's like the same thing. So who like they've been doing it for years. So like it's not like I care like super amount. As long now I will say being a director, you have to be at least involved. Maybe he's like a director. There's Brandy again. But maybe there's like they're a small director trying to learn, right? Kind of like an apprenticeship, and but they work on the movie. They're hands on. They're right there by the cameraman, you know, doing the things, learning all the deeds. I wouldn't care if they were like kind of labeled as a director, like getting pointers from somebody else. I mean, we all learn from everything. Like we're not perfect. No matter what job you have, you always like kind of learn from the people that have the experience and stuff. And just because you're doing that doesn't mean you're not doing the job.
I can't do it.
Yeah, Brandy ain't sneaking with the crap, bro.
I'm so
She
full.
can't get low
I'm
enough.
so full today.
She's so full. She ate all this stuff, bro. She out here doing all these things.
What she eat?
Bro, she ate like the whole circus.
I did not eat the whole turkey. That was you.
What'd you guys try?
I got popcorn, of course.
That was for you.
Bro, I just got hit. You see that? That's abuse.
Yep. We got it on camera.
We got it on camera in case anything happens. All right, but I ate some popcorn. Got me a little. They do it differently here, man. It's not as cool here. Just gonna say down south, circus, fair, family get together.
This is how much I didn't eat. This is I didn't even open this, so.
But
I did not eat the
elephant ears, man. I don't even know if y'all know what those are. I think Adelia should probably know, like where she lives at.
Yeah.
But
It's
elephant
fried
ears.
dough.
These people do
It's fried
fried dough. They can't even be cool with the name, man. It's just disappointing. And you got to put your own sugar and cinnamon on there. In the South, they put that crap on there for you when you pay for it, and it's cheaper.
I got my own little hat thing.
And your hat ain't showing.
Yeah, we
up.
can't see it, Brandy.
It came with the cotton candy. This is the way they screw you. They're like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
you
we
get
still
this.
can't see you.
There it is.
You get this
Yeah,
cool
there it
little
is.
hat right here that you can put on top of your head with your cotton candy, and that's why we charged you $50.
That was not $50.
I believe it was probably $50. The way the prices
The
of
circus was fun, by the way.
prices
There
today
wasn't
are
any
just ridiculous.
clowns. It was just a lot of acrobats.
Just the clown you were with,
It's a lot
right,
of
Brandy?
different- And they had a dog, but it was a
She can't hear you.
mechanical dog.
Yeah, she can't hear you, but she's talking about like the robot dog and like the stuff I've already said. She enjoyed it. I was just disappointed because of the no animal thing. And they had a robot dog, which kind of like slaps you in the face. It's like, could you at least have brought out a real dog?
Listen, I laughed because it tripped.
Could you brought out a German Shepherd or something, right? That could do a couple of tricks.
the little robotic dog tripped. And
What
Justin
was the-
missed it because he was.
When was the last time you went to the circus?
Oh God, I was a child. I haven't been to a circus in a very long time.
This might be like a weird story to tell, but the last time I ever went to the circus, my dad came and picked me up from school, took me to the circus. In the middle of the day, I was so excited, but come to find out, he wasn't supposed to have me, and there were, and you know you weren't he wasn't supposed to have me, and so my mom called the cops on him, and we got pulled over, and the cops took me and took me back to my mom. That's the last time I ever
Oh
went to the
wow.
circus.
because I didn't want to be on camera while you were telling some like illegal story.
It wasn't illegal. Oh, technically it was illegal.
Well,
So
I
my
mean, the cop.
yeah. Yeah, my dad got pulled over, and then the cops were like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to have your son." And they took me back to my mom. But that's the last time I ever went to the circus. I haven't been to the circus since. I'd love to go, but like Justin said, like I'm not paying $50 for cotton candy. Like the fair, we have the OC fair and the LA fair here, and it's ridiculous. If you ever get to come to the summer, I'll take you to the 626 market. Dude, they have this thing. Oh my God, for us diabetics, it is not safe. It's a donut that's hot, and they put ice cream in it, and you can either get like cookies and cream, or strawberries, or the one I like, peanut butter and jelly, and it's so good, but it's so bad for us.
Bro, what kind of place do you live at that you have to remind us that the donut is hot? Like, what donut isn't
Hold on, hold
hot?
on. No, 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 no. Tell me the last time you had a hot donut. Not, I'm not
Oh, I had
talking.
it regularly because if I pass it, this is another thing that's not good for diabetics. Because when you live next to a Krispy Kreme and you pass by the sign and
They're
it
never
says hot and
hot.
ready,
They're never
bro, they're
They're
hot.
hot and
not
ready. They're
hot
not.
though, Justin. They're not hot. They're room temperature,
Yeah,
but they're
but they're
not
not hot.
hot unless they've literally come right out of the oven. He's talking about a warmed up hot donut with
Yeah.
ice cream.
Don't look at me like that. Okay. Don't you dare look
Technically,
at.
because of the angle of my camera, I'm kind of looking at Adelia.
Okay.
Yeah.
But with
Um,
that, but with that being said, I do want to say, let's bring it back to like birthday feels. Let's go around the horn and say your favorite birthday, like as a kid, as an adult. Like, what was your favorite birthday that you can remember? I can start it out if y'all got to think about it.
Go ahead.
Bruh, one year, it kind of sucked because me and my brother was born within a couple of, like, literally one day. Matter of fact, my mom on my, third birthday, celebrating the third birthday, my mom went into labor that night on my birthday uh,
Mhm.
with my brother, and he was born like the next day. We were born 3 years and one day apart.
Oh wow.
But that sucked most of the time because, like, our birthdays were so close, we kind of basically had the same birthday party. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because it was just easier to do it. It was literally the next day. So, what? But one of my birthdays, even after my brother was born, one of my birthdays, my mom and dad went to multiple stores because I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back then, and got me all the figures, like even like extra, like uh the extra bad guys. Crap, man, why am I brain farting? The Foot Clan soldiers. Like, even got me multiples of those that had like different like stances and stuff like that that came with it, and all the bad guys and everything. Like, I even had like the little carrying case that you would open up, and it would, like, you could put the figures in there to store them, all that stuff. That was like probably my best birthday of all time.
Adelia.
I don't really remember a lot of my birthdays as a kid. My birthdays as a teenager were pretty disastrous from a like friendship standpoint. So my favorite birthdays have been literally the birthdays I've spent with all of you guys, birthday streams and hanging out. And last year was pretty cool because I spent my birthday in LA with Video Drew and Nerd Chronic, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, the more recent birthdays have been my favorite birthdays, that's for sure.
Her favorite birthday was supposed to be today if the damn gifts would have been here on time. I'm pissed off about that because we would have got Adelia to 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 shed a tear on camera. But it's okay. She'll still shed a tear. It just won't be on camera. I have my favorite moment of my birthday was my mom because I'm a big Rocky fan. If anybody knows me, I love Rocky. And I wanted a Rocky cake, and my mom went out and found figurines of Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed, and it was on a cake for me. Um, and I still remember it vividly. Like I'm forgetting a lot of stuff now as I've grown older, but I remember that till the day I die because I was so happy. But my favorite birthday is probably the first time me and Krista went to Vegas as a couple together. We got a room that was a suite, and I had about 8 of my friends there. And the shenanigans and the things that happened that weekend, were great. It was literally the hangover. Literally the hangover. It was the craziest weekend I've ever had. Um, One of the funnest times I've ever had. My best friend was there. I had my other one of my good friends was there. I had people that drove in on a Saturday night to hang out. It was just one of the best times of my life. So uh, that was probably my best birthday. But my mom getting me the rock, and I wish I would have still had them because it was. Oh, I don't. It might not have been Apollo Creed. It might have been Clubber Lang. It might have been Clubber Lang because it was Rocky 3. Yeah, it was Rocky 3 because he had the Sergeant Stripe pants shorts on, and it was Clubber Lang, not Apollo Creed. So yeah, my mom got me that. So yeah, one of my best birthdays ever. But
Good
uh,
stuff. Good stuff.
yeah, for sure. We are on the post credit channel. Dude, what are some of the things coming up on the channel that we have for the post credits? Not good friends, better rivals, but as far as post credits.
Next week, we will have the return of the Buffy and Angel Rewatchers Councils. Um, have to check with you about when we're doing our next WandaVision one,
Probably
because I
next
don't know
week.
if that's next week. Okay, so
Oh,
next week we'll have WandaVision as well. Maybe Justin and Brandy are gonna do a couples therapy on Backrooms after they see it this weekend.
Hmm.
Um, we will see what all is coming up on the channel besides that. I don't know, but
yeah,
I've actually got a couple things that trying to catch up on because I'm actually trying to do things that's already out like on streaming because I've been going to the movies here more recently after the move. Been able to go see movies with Brandy. That's why it's been couples therapy because technically it is a couples therapy because me and her together, like going to see a movie and then like reviewing it. But I am gonna have a review coming out because I got like a notes here. Uh, I'm gonna do a Creep movie for like the movies that are out on streaming that like you can either stream or skip, and the movie Companion as well.
nice, nice. Yeah, we will be doing as trailers come out for more movies. Me and Adelia will be doing reactions to that. We'll be doing WandaVision. After WandaVision is what?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's going to be a good one. That's gonna
Mm-hmm.
because that's gonna touch on some touchy subjects. And me and touchy subjects are wonderful. So that's gonna be fun to talk about with you, especially with you. We'll probably have some good conversations. So if you're excited for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and really want to get into, actually thinking about it now, I'm excited because that's gonna get into some deep conversation, especially with the lore of Captain America and everything like that. So I'm excited about that one. We'll do some trailer reactions. I know I kind of messed things up with our Invincible review, things like that, because that's just hard to do unless I want to watch it with you guys, not you guys, but the audience. Um, but well, I'll look at I'll talk to Adila and see what we're gonna do and try to figure all that out. If there's something you want us to do, if you something you want us to watch, I've ran some ideas across with Adelia. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you want us to see us review, talk about, things like that. We're definitely here for the people. Give us, give us your thoughts about everything. And we'll try to do it. Justin's doing a lot of cool stuff with him and Brandy and himself. Streaming stuff, movies, things like that. Me and Adelia are reviewing the Marvel stuff. Ferris and Snark are doing Buffyverse. We got all kinds of stuff. So if there's something you want us to cover, talk about, get our thoughts on, let us know. We really want to do it. And then good friends.
Can
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say before we get out of here, since this is on the pulse, so it's the movie thing. I do because if you saw the short that I put out, we did the Star Wars thing where we almost got everything that they offered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wanting to see if I can get y'all because I can't do that with He-Man. Okay, I can't go buy the sword and Castle Grayskull and the popcorn bucket head of Skeletor, all that because how much I spent with the big AT-AT that we got and stuff. So if I can get y'all's opinion on which one I should get, because it's probably going to pay to help me decide. Should I get the Skeletor popcorn bucket? It's the head, and the eyes do light up red, like you actually put batteries in it, and the his eyes actually glow red. Or should I get the Castle Grayskull that actually comes as a popcorn holder, and it also one of the towers for the castle is actually like a cup that you put drink in.
I think you should get the
Oh,
sword.
that's cool.
He went sword. I didn't even give you the sword option.
I would
Sword
go
was
with the
not an
sword
option.
because
Yeah.
if I get that sword, I'm swinging that thing around my house in my
Bruh.
in my He-Man underwear.
I
Just
can't get the
throwing it.
sword because I can't rationalize in the movie theater drinking like drink out of that big ass sword. Like
Don't
if it was like a miniature
don't put a
sword,
drink in it. Don't put a drink in it. Just
no,
hold
no.
it.
But if it was like a miniature sword, you know, maybe a little bit longer
Like
than a
that
cup
big?
would, yeah, like I would consider it. But that thing's legitly big, like almost the size of a real sword, and you're supposed to put drink in it. So I canceled that
I
one out just because of that.
Yeah,
I
I say
get it.
Castle Grayskull.
Castle
I'm
Grayskull.
kind of leaning that way, even though it might cost a few dollars more, because it does have the cool thing of like you put popcorn in there, but you can also put your drink, and it's part of the actual castle. And it comes out like so you take the tower, technically you slide it off and drink your drink, and then you put it back in spot. So
Justin,
that
That's
was
did
cool.
you were you a He-Man fan as a kid?
oh yeah, bro, all those '80s cartoons, Transformers, He-Man, GI Joe, Teenage
Did you
Mutant
have
Ninja Turtles.
did you have Castle Grayskull as a kid?
I think I did. I think I even had some He-Man characters. It's like everybody in the world, if we ever would have thought that everybody would have became nerds when we got older
Would have kept
back
all
in
of
the
it.
day, like all that stuff I would have kept, man. I would have been sitting over here sitting on piles of cash because I would have had some cool stuff. Because even though my parents didn't make and have a lot of money, like we still would get things, you know, for your birthday
Yeah.
or for Christmas, or like off and on, like if we were good, you know, made good grades, we would get
Oh,
some money.
so that
And
never
back then,
happened. That never happened with you then.
no, but I mean, back then though, you could also go out and buy like a Castle Grayskull for like probably $20. You know, now if they have one,
Probably like
like
$60. Yeah.
yeah, it'd be like $60, and the drawbridge don't even work. You know, like back in the day, like I think the old He-Man Castle Grayskull had the drawbridge that would come down, like even for like cheaper prices, man. They the like toys and stuff like that was just to me done better back then. Look at this guy say grifting. He's,
What is grifting? Why do people keep saying that? I'm so behind on this. What is grifting?
grifting is like basically where you don't believe. It's supposed people use the word too much now, but it's really supposed to mean if you don't really believe what you're saying, but you're just saying it because it might help you make money on your YouTube channel or get clicks or views or something like that, and you're saying stuff that you don't believe. But a lot of people say people is grifting on things that they actually do believe, that they actually honestly believe what they're saying in some cases. So, like, it's another one of those words that gets thrown around way too much.
Okay. I don't know what it means. I think someone called me a grifter because I about Magic the Gathering one time.
It's like if you was a closet like Chicago Bears fan, but you've been like doing this whole thing with Pittsburgh because you thought that was a more popular team with more fans and you could probably get more money from it, but this whole time you've been like a Chicago Bears fan. That would be like
That's grifting.
that would be a grift.
Oh, that's what Rodney accuses me of. Anyway, he think I'm a Pittsburgh fan, but he thinks I'm a Ravens
It's like
fan.
yeah,
Okay, makes sense.
people do it a lot of times like politics because they'll go like super far one way or the other according on which one they think's more popular at the time. You'll see these people that'll like switch it up, like, oh, they used to be like people that would say things I like. Now they say totally different things, but it's usually because of like they're trying to like get people to like them or something, and or they just think it's more popular at the time.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not up on the lingo. I'm not up on the lingo. Um, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, we need to do some more grifting on here because we need money. We need to start
We
making some
do
money.
not need to do grifting.
Yeah.
We're not doing grifting. We're
Yeah.
not
Right?
grifters.
Wait,
Absolutely
who?
not.
Who's Bronny's favorite team? Is he?
Panthers.
Is he the?
Panthers.
Oh, I couldn't remember. He's either the Panthers or the Ravens guy. So here we go, baby. Well, the Panthers are super great. One of the greatest football teams of all time, of creation. They had Cam Newton. Cam Newton as a quarterback for years. War damn Eagle on that right there. You know what I'm saying? But one of the greatest franchises that ever walked in any stadium, period. You know what I'm saying? They got the best of the
This
best.
is not the sports channel.
Well, I'm just scripting them for Rodney.
I know.
Hopefully, he's gonna send in like $100 donation. You know, shout out to Brownie.
I mean, he's
Just tell him.
hey man, look, like you know what I'm saying. You got to do what you got to do. Bronny's rich now. You know what I'm saying. Like you know, he's out there, big man in it. You know what I'm saying. Their channels over there. It's like a hot and ready, you know, pizza, baby. You just like go over there to their channel, the lunch break hot take, and you just get whatever you need right then, right there, hot off the presses.
Justin, do you know the story of how I found lunch break hot take?
You were trying to find it where you could get a good sandwich at.
No, hell yeah, that's it. No, so I was still on our LGRN, and the Steelers had just played the Ravens, and we beat them. So because I love watching like reactions or like things like that. I watch, me and Adelia will sit in Discord, and I'll be watching a reaction on a movie, and she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Reaction to a movie," because I like watching that stuff. So I'm scrolling through, and it's just white guy, white guys, white guys, white guys, and all of a sudden I get to this one, and it's two brothers, literally, and I was like, clicked on it.
Oh shit, Bronny and Home Dude's brothers.
Those, yes, they're
Did you not
brothers.
know that, Justin?
They're like brothers.
Yeah, they're not brothers. They're brothers. Yes, they're brothers.
Like same mama.
Yes.
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 Oh shit, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because right now I get the names mixed up a little bit, but like I think both of them are pretty cool guys. But you know, obviously you and Ferris do a lot more stuff with them. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of them's obviously uglier than the other. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if Rodney's the ugly one or not. To be just completely clear and honest with you, I can't remember which one's which.
Justin, quit being mean to my bosses.
You're gonna get Adelia fired.
I'm not being mean to both of them.
Jesus.
I don't care.
But I go into the chat, and because at the time I had the LGRN, ready?
What has this stream evolved into?
I had the purple LGRN thing, and they thought I was a Ravens fan, and then they also checked our page out, and they're like, "What's the Schmodown?" And like they went on a deep dive on the Schmodown, and we're like, wait, what is this? And like when we have conversations about it now, it was kind of ridiculous how we covered the Schmodown. It was like,
Yeah, it was.
we were so into
But
it.
my favorite part of that story is when Jose like was telling it to someone, and I was there, and he said, "I don't think this is sports that they're talking about."
Yeah, and it was hilarious because I remember talking to them about stuff like how we did our channel and everything. I'm like, "Yeah, we have a team," and they're like, "You have a team?" I was like, "Yeah, I have Adelia, I have Alex, I have our editor, a video editor, and then we had Colin, we had all these people." And they're like, "Wait, how do you guys have a team?" I was like, "We just put a team together." And going back and thinking about how we put that team together, you know, obviously the great story. Adelia was like, "Oh, I'll do,
I'll send a couple tweets.
I'll send tweets for you guys," and we're like, "Sure." And then we start all hanging out in voice chat. You know, Alex coming. You know, he's like, "I need to, work on my stuff." He came and hung out with us. You know, our video editor, everybody, and it's just been great. And like Adelia said, her birthdays have been great. Hanging out with us. None of that would have been possible without the Schmodown. So I do, as much as I missed the Schmodown, I loved it, and it was a pain in the butt, and like, there's a lot of good that came out of it. All of us. Obviously, Justin, you met your wife. We all met each other. LGRN has been around for God, what, 4 years now, 5 years now, Adelia? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Try 6.
6. Jesus Christ. Well, I was gone for 2 of them, so 4 for me, 6 for you guys.
Yeah.
But and that's just an amazing thing, and I'm super proud of everything we've done. I'm super proud of you know, again, Adelia. I hate to bring it up, but I remember there was a time I told you, hopefully we get you on camera, and you told me I will never be on camera, Suge, and look at you now. You're on camera with me most. You're actually the only person on camera with me most of the time. So it's just
Camera,
been
I think, more than anyone else on this channel, and I don't
facts,
know how that happened.
facts. But it's been great.
As long as I
Obviously,
ain't working, man, when the post's going on, just send me a message being like, "Hey, bro, come on down." I get up in there.
don't say it like
Okay.
that, Justin.
Get what? Get up in there. That's how. I mean, and then Brandy's thing with like same with you and Brandy. That's a weird comparison because me and Brandy sleep together. I'm assuming.
Justin.
Okay. Let's just stop.
Oh my God.
Um, Shug, you
Sorry.
said something about a video. You had a video.
Yes, I did. Let me bring it up. Let me get it. Again, plans went tish.
Thank you, Rodney. We're glad to admit you as well.
Yeah, I hate you. Um,
No, Bradney put a very nice message wishing me happy birthday in the LBHT Discord today. So thank you for
I know,
that.
I know, but I hate him. Again, we had a lot of plans, and everything just went to
Okay, hang
crap.
on. I have to share your screen. So hang on.
Yeah,
Um,
you gotta let me know if you can hear it. Also,
take this off, and we gotta add the share screen because it's just gonna be in the thing. Screen share. That's the wrong one. Hang on.
okay.
Okay,
Okay, let
that's.
me know. Let me know if you hear it.
Hang on. That's. Yeah. Can you make it like full screen or something?
It is full screen.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Why is there all that black?
That's just how it is. Hold up.
Okay, I'm gonna take that off the screen if you're gonna show your Discord. Okay, there we go. That's better.
There's nothing on my Discord. Nothing crazy. Okay.
Well, okay.
Hold up. Let me. All right. Let me know
It's
if you can hear it.
French.
Yeah. Let me know if you can hear it.
I can't.
Okay. Stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Redo it.
Hold up. I'm gonna just do this.
While you're doing that, Brandy's here. Hi, Brandy.
Hello. Me and Justin switched spots. He's gonna get ready to go to bed, and I just got done
Yeah.
with Mom. And in honor of your birthday, I'm having, I don't know, cake, cheesecake.
Nice. I still have a little bit of cake left to eat when we're done with the stream. What happened here? Went off the screen.
Okay, Adelia, I
Back.
sent it to you. If you can just upload it real quick and then play it.
I don't know.
Okay, we can do that.
I got the chocolate mousse.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. For your, I'll celebrate with you. Happy
Nice.
birthday. I hope you had a great day.
I did. It was a very good day. This stream has been fun.
It's good. Sorry I've been gone for most of it.
No, it's okay. Like,
And I will say, I kind of told Adelia this already. The gifts that she's getting was from everybody at LGRN. Uh, a lot of I'm talking about everybody. Uh, that is in the Discord, and then also LBHT. So thank you for everybody that got the gifts for Adelia. Unfortunately, we ordered them and then they decided to take forever. So once she gets them, we will have an unboxing. We'll get a reaction so everybody can see what she got.
Can I slow clap
Okay.
for you?
okay.
It's the boys.
Hi, Adelia. It's a friend's daughter wishing you a very happy birthday. Thank you so much for becoming the friend you've become over these years. Cheers. Hi,
Oh,
Adelia.
that's
It's a
very
friend's
nice.
daughter
Let's
wishing you
take
a
that
very
off
happy
now.
birthday.
That is full volume, so I don't know why the volume's so low.
Yeah. So again, things got screwed up, but we were supposed to do this whole thing. I'm sorry, I screwed it up. But there's always next year. I'll make sure to do better next year. Um,
Next year involve Brandy.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no,
sorry. I'm
no,
sorry. It has been very well acknowledged throughout the entire history of this channel that when you let either me or me and Brandy plan things, they get done.
no. I messaged Brandy. They
You
were
messaged me. You've already made the plans before you messaged me.
well.
So
The
yeah,
plans.
no,
Yes,
yeah,
but she was supposed to be in the video too. Everyone just I don't know. I don't know what happened. I screwed up. But
We're not arguing about this on the air. So thank you, French, for the video. I will listen to it with the volume higher
yeah,
later, but I appreciate you sending the video in.
yeah. Go ahead, Brandy.
I was gonna say, listen, I was not feeling video-esque when you kind of brought it to me.
Yeah, I
I'm
understand.
right
Yeah,
now
you
where
told
I'm
me.
at. I'm
Yeah,
like, you can't see me up close, so I'm like,
I understand. I understand.
Bradney says you're very well meaning, and you are.
oh no, he is.
But the boys on this channel are not the best at making
Except
plans.
when he
And
said,
that's
Oh,
just
if you
except
see,
when he said to me when I was trying to get some information, Adelia, and I was muted, but I was still hearing you, and I was muted, and Adelia was like, "Oh, somebody asked me who what I wanted for my
what do you want
birthday,"
for your
and
birthday?
Shug goes, "Oh, who asked you?" And I was like, I'm like, "Don't say it." And she's like, "Oh, Brandy did." And Shug's messaged me, "Since you're her best
No, no,
friend."
I said it. I said it. No, I said it
you
out
said
loud.
it.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
and
You
then
said it.
you should know what she wants if you're her best friend. She messaged me so quick. She's like, why would you say that?
I was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass,"
I was like,
basically.
I'm throwing you under the
He's
bus.
throwing me under the bus, and I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be the one under the bus, buddy." I was trying to get some ideas.
I had
Yeah,
ideas, but I wanted to make sure
I was trying to get
because
more
because
ideas.
because that the day I think it was the day before we were in Discord and she goes, I bought this
Yeah, you
and I panicked because I had already bought your thing, and when you said I bought this, I was like, oh crap, she bought it, and I was like mad. I wasn't mad, but I was like hopefully, and then you said what you got, I was like okay,
it was something
whoo,
different.
woosah. I was like all right, cool, we're good. Because I had sent that to Ferris and
But
Ferris.
Shug didn't see the date on when it would be delivered by.
No, I did. No, I paid extra for it to be there yesterday.
Yeah, but like all of that stuff was pre-order, releases in mid-June. All of it.
It didn't say that. It said it will be there. May 20. It will be there May 28th. That's what it said. It didn't say anything about pre-order. But this kind of makes sense because I'll tell you what it is later.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
um,
Anyways, I appreciate all of you getting together to get me gifts. We will do a video of some sort, or I'll unbox them on the next Pulse episode once I get them or something.
once they come in mid-June.
Yeah, but appreciate
Wait,
everyone for
the
thinking of me.
messages between me and Ferris though were hilarious because I messaged him and I go, Ferris, the damn gift's not going to be there till it's not going to be there on time. He goes, it's okay, mine's not coming. The other one we got's not coming until like June something. I was like, we just messed this up.
Of course, you
We
got
just
both
messed
of
this
them,
all up.
Ferris and Shug.
Cheers to you guys for the effort,
you.
even
Thank
if
you.
the execution was
It's
not
not great.
best.
Cheers with my cake. My
And
water.
it's been a rough week for me. So it's just like that's
It's
why I
okay.
look the way
Yeah.
I am right now and everything like that. But I wasn't gonna miss this. Dawson's
No, I
Creek.
did.
Shout out to Dawson's
Yep.
Creek.
It's a new oversized shirt that they sell at Walmart. It's going viral. Yeah, I didn't realize how oversized it was, and I got my regular size, and it's like pajamas on me right now. So I'm wearing them as pajamas, and I'm gonna get another size and hopefully wear that outside.
Look at this is the pulse, so like this is not entertainment, but the whole go viral thing with stuff.
Hmm.
Do you guys have a problem with that?
No,
If it's something like, well, if it's
I
something
like
like,
this. This
no, no,
is
no, I get that, but like Dawson's Creek is from back when me and Adelia were like young, and obviously I always forget Randy,
how old do you think I
I
am?
always forget you're the same age as us.
Yeah,
But like,
I'm older. I'm actually older.
oh,
But
that's right. But
mhm.
Dawson's Creek is back in the day.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
love it.
going
Was my
now.
favorite
It's going viral now. Do you
Yeah.
guys have
You know
like
why
issues
it's
with that?
going viral now, though, Shug?
because Katie and
Because
Josh.
the well, yeah, but the teenagers who grew up loving that show are now adults with money to spend on things from that show.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
they're
it goes
also
viral.
going back and showing their own kids now, and these kids are
Mhm.
getting into it, and they're watching it for the first time. My nieces all know about it because they I made everybody watch it when they were little, and they're like, "Oh man!" So anytime they see any Dawson Creek stuff, I'm automatically. But I like this because there's a big picture of them on the back, but this is embroidered. Like the letters of Dawson's Creek are embroidered. The other stuff is like iron on,
Screen
but
print.
yeah. So this is, it's like you can feel it. It's really cool. I like the shirt, and I like the color of it too. It's like, and it said on the tag that not that every one of them are not the same.
Oh,
So they're
that's
made
cool.
they're made all different.
I got some cool shirts that I just got. I got a magic shirt that says it has shows the land and the tap symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I got an El Gato Negro, which is the black
Cat.
rooster. No, not El
Then
Gato.
I was like, Gato is cat.
No, El Gallo Negro.
Oh,
It's the black rooster. And then I got the Thundercat shirt, and I got on one more
see,
shirt.
all the stuff that we liked when we were growing up. You said Thundercats. That was
I love
another thing.
Thundercats. I love Thundercats.
Yeah, we all love that. Like the Masters of
Well,
the
like
Universe.
like mine, Winnie the Pooh.
oh, I
like
love Eeyore. Eeyore is my favorite.
Yeah, that's yours. My favorite too.
Like me and Justin are going to see Masters of the Universe. I mean, I grew up with He-Man and She-Ra. Like I watched all
Yep.
those cartoons and stuff.
I
I'm
can.
going to see Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
like
Yep.
I'm going for sure. I am definitely going.
we
Probably
got
this.
tickets.
I'm
for
probably
Thursday.
gonna go. I don't know when I'm going.
We got tickets for Thursday, June 4th. So we'll be
Nice,
the first. I think is it the first showing? One of the first showings that we're going.
nice.
And we're also going to see the back room. We got tickets for that.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I got free tickets.
Nice,
I'm an AS member, and I got a free ticket from somebody, so we got 2 tickets to go.
nice. But
So,
yeah,
me and Justin have been trying to go to more movies and stuff. So
that's
my
awesome.
my A list is paying for itself. Like it's definitely coming in handy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Adelia, before we get out of here, would you like to say anything to everybody out there?
I just want to say that I love and appreciate all of my friends and everyone who has hung out with us tonight. Might not have been the most coordinated of birthday celebrations, but
One
I
isn't
still
all- one
appreciate
isn't.
that you all thought of me and came together to buy me something, whatever it is. Like, I didn't have friends for a very long period of time in my life, and so I'm still kind of learning what it's like to have friends that will do stuff like that for you. And I really love and appreciate all of you for thinking that I'm someone who's worth doing that kind of stuff for. So, thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, and you're
Bottom of my heart.
yeah, you're welcome, and you're definitely worth it. It has been a pleasure being your friend. We well documented. We were friends. Things happen, but we're back to being friends. We are co-hosts. We do a bunch of shows together. You keep me in line, which I
I want to
appreciate.
throw him under the bus.
Yeah, Randy wants to throw me under the bus, but honestly, it's been. I wouldn't. I've always said since I met you that you've been one of my good friends, and we all love you. You mean the world to us. I know Ferris isn't here, but Ferris absolutely loves and adores you. I love you and adore you, Justin, Brandy. Everybody in the Snark, French. Everybody really loves you. And we are here. Ryan, especially Ryan,
The other kid.
LBHT, Jeremy. All these people really care about you. and it's just been awesome to get to know a lot more about you, to realize that we have more in common. I actually have more in common with you than I really do anybody else. And I just want you to know that your birthday means everything to us, and you mean everything to us, and we love you. So thank you for sending that message to say, hey, I'll send tweets out for you guys because without that we wouldn't be here now. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody that came tonight. I know
And
again.
we love you also. Like, we appreciate everything that you do. A lot of people don't see a lot of the stuff behind the scenes that you do, but you do a lot. And I very much appreciate and love and adore you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
And we see you.
Thank you.
You are seen. And thank you for doing Real Housewives of Rhode Island with me, even though I know you hate it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that on the coming up on the channel in the next week. Brandy and I doing Real Housewives of Rhode Island review on Sunday.
Make sure to check that out. Again, thank you for everybody that coming out. Again, I apologize. This wasn't coordinated. A lot of things. Farrah's supposed to be here, but Ferris has to work.
The
Or no,
best
it's right.
the best shows are not scripted.
Yes, yes, they really are.
And they come out funny, and then you get good clips. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody that came and hang out. Thank you everybody that will watch this later. Once again, wish happy.
Thank you really sincerely to everybody who watched.
Make sure to wish Adelia a happy birthday in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to also check out all of our links in the description. Make sure to come hang out at Discord. Make sure to be here for all the things coming up. We really appreciate all the support. Adelia, where are we at in followers on this channel?
We are 2 subscribers away from 1,100 on this channel. So if you are new here or not subscribed and you like our chaotic vibe, please consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate it. We want to try to get to 1,100 soon. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for everybody that supports us. Thank you for everybody that supports Good Friends, Better Rivals. We're doing good stuff over there as well.
Yeah, I want to say over there tomorrow, Good Friends, Better Rivals at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. I'm going to be doing a watch along of Arsenal in the Champions League final. Ryan may join me on that, but otherwise it's going to be just me by myself. So please come hang out in the chat and watch with me.
Yeah, make sure to do that. Thank you everybody for tonight. Thank you everybody moving forward. Thank you everybody that supported us all along the way. And once again, happy birthday, Adelia. I will not sing for you like Justin did, but happy birthday.
no, I missed that.
Thank you. Yeah.
You did not miss a lot. Thank you everybody. We're out of here. Have a good night. Be safe, and we will talk to you on the next episode of The Pulse.
I'll see you at the movies.